Islam Makhachev has stated that he will not fight Ilia Topuria next, as he believes Ilia Topuria needs to earn a lightweight title shot that he has yet to earn. Out of this has come a rumor that Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria may fight International Fight Weekend, UFC 317, co-main event. Number one contenders bout to face Islam Makhachev. This should not happen. This cannot happen. This is unfair to Charles Oliveira. Now I know Charles is 1-1 in his last two fights. Fair enough. 2-2 in his last four, right? So, Charles isn't necessarily the number one contender based off his recent body of work. He's the number one contender based off being a former champion. But Chandler and Oliveira at UFC 309 was supposed to be a number one contenders bout for UFC 310. UFC 311, my bad. The winner of Makhachev and Tsarukyan was going to face the winner of Oliveira and Chandler. Charles Oliveira won. Tsarukyan and Makhachev never faced off. Tsarukyan famously pulled out of that fight the day before. Moicano stepped in, took over. We never got Tsarukyan Makhachev. It's not next. The UFC is not happy with Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan is no longer the number one contender. That means Charles is. Charles is next for the title, right? That's what it should be. And if you want to make a different fight, there's only one other option you can do for Charles Oliveira. And that is Charles Oliveira fight Max Holloway for the BMF belt. Charles Oliveira has earned a title fight. Give him the BMF title if you don't want him facing Makhachev next. And a huge question in this lightweight picture that we are not asking is, when is Makhachev moving up? Is he moving up next? He has the option to. The ball's in his court. If he says, I want to move up to 170, the UFC would grant him that opportunity. If he said, I want to move up to 185, the UFC might grant him that opportunity. That's what Makhachev was talking about. They wanted to fight at 185. So where are we in the lightweight division? I don't know. Countless options. But Charles Oliveira should not be fighting Ilia Topuria. Charles Oliveira is 35 years old, soon to be 36. Charles Oliveira has fewer fights in front of him than behind him. His best days are probably behind him. His time to become a two-time champion is limited. So he should get those opportunities. Like Dustin Poirier got that opportunity off a win of BSD because Poirier doesn't have much time left. Gaethje deserves an opportunity with one more win because he doesn't have that much time left. Charles Oliveira deserves an opportunity because he was promised one if he won at UFC 309. He needs to fight for one of the two belts. And we're talking about Max and Dustin for the trilogy, or Dustin's last fight, Dustin getting a BMF title on the line for his farewell. What if Dustin wins the BMF title and walks off into the sunset? That's not really fair to Charles, who deserves an opportunity to fight Max for that belt. Or the guys who are still in the UFC who want the opportunity for that belt, who deserve the opportunity for that belt, because the BMF belt is an opportunity for the UFC to give their stars interesting fights who are no longer in title contention. And that might be Charles. I am a huge Charles Oliveira fan. He is my favorite MMA fighter of all time. I really respect Ilia Topuria. I like Ilia Topuria. He's fascinating to watch. He's my favorite boxer to watch in UFC history. I want Ilia Topuria to fight for the title. I don't want Ilia Topuria to fight Charles Oliveira for a title opportunity because I think Charles has earned his title opportunity. Ilia should fight Sarukian. That's where I'm at. Justin's not going to be ready to go till the end of the year. He like 6 months apart. Justin's not ready till the fall. Let's get Arman in there. Ilia Sarukian. That's the fight. If you want to give Ilia the opportunity. Do you want Ilia to have that opportunity to earn that shot? Charles is the BMF title or the lightweight title. And I think what would really clear up this division right now is if Islam Makhachev leaves. But if Islam Makhachev leaves, we might never get Makhachev to Poirier. They're really going to let Poirier move up to 170, to 185. And that's the fight to make. Those are the skills pay the bills. Something that we don't really know yet in the UFC that we've learned in boxing. Skills pay the bills. Skills wise, Makhachev and Topuria are number one, number two in the UFC. We need to find out who's the most skilled. It's not about size. They're one division apart from each other. Probably walk around at the same weight. It's about who has the most skill. And we don't know that definitively. It may be Makhachev. It may be Topuria. But that fight needs to happen for us to know. That's a mega fight. Mega fight that needs to happen. But the window of it happening short because Makhachev isn't staying at lightweight much longer. I want to know what you guys think of this fight in the comments. Do you think Topuria should fight Oliveira? Who do you think is the most rightful contender at 155 to challenge Makhachev? Is it Gaethje? Is it Topuria? Is it Oliveira? Is it still Sarukian? Is it someone else? Paddy the Baddy's entering that picture if he beats Michael Chandler. Still think he's 2 wins away, not 1. But the lightweight division's a mess, and I want to hear from you guys who you believe is the rightful contender at 155. Thank you for watching the Interim Title Show. Please like and subscribe. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Interim Title Show. Thank you for watching.